it's me, Sarah, and this video is going to be pet store cages versus C&C cages. So obviously there is a big difference in them. A C&C cage is a lot larger than a pet store cage, but they both have their pros and cons, and that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. So first off, I'm going to show my C&C cage. So this is mine. If you've watched my other videos, you would already know what it looks like, but if you haven't, then this is what it looks like. Look at Snicky, he's eating hay. Oh, adorable. Alright, so a pro with C&C cages is that you can make them as long as you would like. So, depending on how many guinea pigs you have, like if you have 2 guinea pigs, you might want to have a 2x4, 2x5. But if you have 3, you might want a 2x6 or 2x5 or whatever you would like. And then another pro would be that you can make them any like shape or size or whatever you want. Like if I want to expand over here, like to bring the cage more over here, I could do that. So you can't do that with a pet store cage. A con about C&C cages is that they do take up a lot of room. As you can see, I have 2 feet by 4 feet taken up in this room, which I don't really mind because I love Snickers and I don't mind if I take up a lot of room. So that's a con, Mr. Snicker Poo. Alright, so pros and cons about pet store cages. So a pro about pet store cages is that they are small, so you can put them in a lot of different like areas and places. So my old one was about as big as this one, and it used to be on here, but it used to be over there, I think, or something. I don't know. I can't remember too well because that was a long time ago. But yeah, a con about pet store cages is that they do not let your guinea pig have too much exercise, so you might want to do a lot more floor time if you have a pet store cage, because then your guinea pig will get more exercise and stuff. Even though Snicky has a big cage, he's still fat. So yeah, that's a con. So I'm not saying if you have a pet store cage that is horrible and that you're a horrible pet owner. No, I'm not saying that. It's just I would recommend using a C&C cage more than using a pet store cage because it's just better for your guinea pig. But I understand for some people that need to have a smaller cage because of certain reasons, but that's fine. It's just if you can get a C&C cage, I recommend to do so because your guinea pig will be very happy and stuff. Look, Snickers, he's so cute. I love you. Look, little Snicky Poo face. Oh, I love you. So yeah, that's Snickers. So that is the pros and cons about Snicky's wants sponges. Yeah. So that's the pros and cons about C&C cages and pet store cages. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.